Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Blank Online here to talk some more about Modern Warfare, Black Ops 4, and Call of Duty in general. We're going to be talking about the DLC moving forward, how Call of Duty, how Activision, how the developers can move forward with their DLC scheme and how they can handle post-launch monetization. Now, we know here in Modern Warfare there's going to be no battle pass system. We know that the post-launch DLC weapons are going to be free and earnable for everyone, and we know the post-launch DLC is going to be free and available for every single person who plays the game, which is a step in the right direction as a result of Activision coming out and saying this is going to be the model moving forward. As a result of Modern Warfare doing it, Treyarch has implemented this system here in Black Ops 4, and in Black Ops 4 you're going to be able to unlock pick a weapon bribe. When you trade in 50 reserve crates, you get this weapon bribe and you are guaranteed a weapon. Now obviously reserve crates are based on time played and the challenges you complete, but getting to 50 is not necessarily the hardest thing to do in the world, and it's better than pumping $50 into supply drops with a chance to get a weapon rather than playing 50 hours of the game or however long it may take for you to get reserve crates in order to guarantee yourself getting a weapon. So Black Ops 4 is bringing that change on November the 12th, and then Modern Warfare will be bringing the change whenever the first DLC drops or the first DLC weapon drops. Now, the system moving forward, I want to talk about what it's going to be like in Black Ops 4, what I hope it's going to be in Modern Warfare and games moving forward. In Black Ops 4, as I said, it's going to be based on time played. You have to trade in a certain amount of reserve crates in order for you to get this weapon bribe, and then from there you can get your guaranteed weapon. And that's not, in my opinion, not the best system that they can do, and it's not the worst system either. Like, it's better than having nothing, but it's not as good as what they could have. The thing is, with Black Ops 4, it was a bit too late to implement a system like what I'm about to talk about here in this video. But yeah, like Black Ops 4 did what they can with it, and at least they're doing it, so big props to Treyarch over there for doing that. Now let's talk about Modern Warfare and Call of Duty games moving forward and how they can and should implement do all of these things to do with post-launch DLC and unlockable weapons mainly, rather than unlockable DLC and stuff like that. The main thing that I want to happen here with Modern Warfare and games moving forward is, one, with the battle pass, make it a system like in Fortnite where it has its own leveling system, and I think we're going to see that, especially with the officer ranks, which update and reset after every new season. So I think that the officer ranks are going to be what we see as tier 1 to 100, because if you guys don't know, the max operator level is level 156 and the max normal level in multiplayer is 55, and from 55 you go on to do your officer ranks. So I think that that's the system we're going to be seeing here in Modern Warfare. So officer rank 56 to 156 is going to be our battle pass tiers, and that's what I hope it's going to be, and I pray that it's going to be, because the thing is, right, with officer tiers you can do trials and stuff like that. It would be awesome for the added bonus when the battle pass ends up coming to Modern Warfare. You can unlock extra customizational items and stuff like that, calling cards, emblems, whatever, weapon charms, all that bullshit. So it'd be nice to have that in the system, and then as well as that, getting your premium battle pass so that you can unlock even better stuff for your multiplayer experience. So I think that that's something we're gonna see, and I can see that the foundation is there for that to happen. It's just that right now there's no real way or no real reason for officer ranks to be the way that they are. So essentially that's what's going on there with Modern Warfare, and I hope that continues on in Black Ops 5 or whatever the next game is, and games after that as well. Have a system in place so that where you can level up rather than just have it based on time played like it is in Black Ops 4. Because if you don't know, back when the Contraband stream launched in Black Ops 4, it was tier 1 to tier 100, and it was theorized that each tier was 1 hour of in-game playtime. The thing is, as well as that, not everyone has 100 hours to pump into the game each time a new Contraband stream came out, which is why they reduced it to 50. But even 50 is not attainable. I mean, it's attainable, but it's not attainable for the average person. So in saying that, going from tiers 1 all the way up to tier 50 is still 50 hours. So bringing it to a system where it's levels rather than time played it's more accessible to everyone because everyone plays the game, and as well as that, everyone can do challenges. With each new season, there's going to be new missions, and there's always going to be daily and weekly challenges, so there's always ways to gain XP, so that means there's always ways to level up your battle pass. So essentially, Modern Warfare, that's what I would like to see with the battle pass, and as well going forward. In terms of post-launch DLC weapons in Modern Warfare and then games moving forward from there, I think the missions are a great way to do it. With each new season, you can expect to see new DLC weapons with each new season, and therefore with each new season, with there being new missions every single season, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing these post-launch DLC weapons included as the end of mission bonus for completing the entire mission and all the challenges within that mission, which is fair enough, and is a system I'd love to see because missions are already such a good system here in Modern Warfare, and it's a system that rewards players for trying different things, trying different weapons, and doing different things within the game and gameplay wise and stuff like that. And they're earnable for everyone. Like, everyone can do the missions, it's just up to you to put the time in and do them. So with that being said, using missions as the way to introduce post-launch DLC weapons and using missions as the way for players to earn them will be beneficial for everyone, because everyone can do missions, everyone can earn the DLC weapons, and it's not a fact of, oh, this mission's too hard, or oh, I haven't played the game enough, or oh, I haven't pumped enough money into supply drops so that I can get these DLC weapons. Everyone can earn them, everyone can do the missions, and it's happy news for everyone there. In terms of DLC maps moving forward, I would like to see a system where we get not necessarily the traditional way where you get each, I don't know, every couple of months you get 4 DLC maps and 1 extra map, or one in the case of like the Black Ops games, 4 DLC maps and then 1 zombies maps. I would like to see a system where each new season brings a couple of new maps within the multiplayer and maybe 1 or 2 new Spec Ops missions. So with the season we're coming up and getting, we could see maybe 2 original maps, 1 remaster, and then 1 new Spec Ops mission, and that be the format moving forward. So that with each new season, let's say the next season will probably be the winter event, so the winter event has whatever many maps, and then after the winter event we have like I don't know, St. Patrick's Day, and just events every so often, so that instead of just getting 4 DLC packs within the year, we can have even more than 4, and that's even more content for the players, and that's even more reason for people to come back and play the game. And I think that everything that I've talked about, whether that be from Battle Pass to Weapon DLC to normal traditional DLC, all of those things, if all of those things were to happen, and and Infinity Ward and Activision and whoever is developing the next game, Treyarch and that sort of stuff, they're all thinking to do this sort of system with Call of Duty moving forward, I think it's beneficial for everyone. It's beneficial for the publishers, beneficial for the developer, because they get good press and they get that community feedback to say, yes, this is what we want, this is exactly what you should be doing, thank you for doing this. And then the consumers get the benefit of that because they get free content. Who doesn't want free content? And as well as that, consumers get earnable content. So it's a reason for the consumer to come back and play the game, because maybe they release the intervention, and you have a specific mission set so that you can eventually unlock the intervention at the end. That's going to bring people like the sniper community to come to Modern Warfare in order to unlock the intervention in the game, because who wouldn't want the intervention? Even I would want the intervention, and I don't even snipe. If the Spaz 12 came out as a DLC weapon, that would be dope, or the UMP 45, or just classic Modern Warfare weapons to come back. The ACR is another one I can think about. Like doing this sort of system, and just honestly just making it a system that everyone can access, it's attainable for the majority of players, and most importantly is free. Because the thing is, we spent our money on this game already. I spent my $120 to get the Operator Edition. If you've bought the Dark Edition, you spent your $300 or however many hundreds of dollars to get that edition of the game. If you just bought the Standard Edition, you paid your $69 or however much you paid for the Standard Edition. Like, we all already paid for the game. And the thing with games is that I've said this ever since the start of my channel, games as a service is what games are turning into. No longer can you just release a game and let that be it and just do patch updates and bug fixes and stuff like that. Nowadays, games have been moved to games as a service. So you get the base game and you have to constantly be adding to the game if you want people to be coming back and playing your game. So that's the way Call of Duty has to go moving forward. Battle Pass needs to be based on leveling up in XP rather than time played. Post-launch DLC weapons need to be included in missions and actually earnable for the majority of players. And thirdly of all, traditional DLC maps need to come more frequently and tied into different seasonal events and different season passes. So that's all I got for you guys now. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, comment down below. What do you think of all of the ideas that I've just laid out for you guys? What do you think of any of the 3 points I made? Let me know your thoughts and how, if you have any improvements to them as well, I'd love to hear them. So let them be heard and let me know in the comments down below. Click subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with a bat. Snapping with a phone and die. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster. Win, 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 that's the only ammo. Ring, 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 I reply with NO. Call me Leno, had it hot.